New year for vlogs. I am clearly behind because it is currently January 3rd and I haven't filmed anything for a vlog since December 30th. There was a very, exciting New Year's Eve around here. Let me just tell you that. And not in the good sense. It started out with there's a village between where my mom lives and where I live now, where they had to shut it down from noon to 7 because a man from out of state was reported to be laying on the hood of his car. And obviously this is very weird and suspicious because he was doing it on a state route in the middle of town. So, residents called the cops. And when the cops approached him, he started talking about explosives in his car. So we had to call a bomb squad, and the nearest bomb squad is 90 minutes away. He did not have bombs. He was just crazy, He just needed to be in a psych ward and get some medication. There was no bombs, but precautionary, we had to do that. Then the next thing I found out about, I guess, is I was sitting here trying to enjoy my true crime on New Year's Eve and finish my book before midnight. And I did it, but I was sitting here just watching my true crime, and one of my idiot neighbors, I guarantee it's the ones who set off fireworks almost every, not every night, but almost every night. Like, they may go a day or two in between, who set off fireworks from Memorial Day through mid-July. They were setting off their stupid fireworks again for New Year's. And one of them hit some Wi-Fi tower. So we all lost Wi-Fi. They, however, did send a technician out in the middle of the night to get it up because I live near the hospital and it knocked the hospital's Wi-Fi out. So they had to send someone out to fix the Wi-Fi because the hospital needs Wi-Fi to access charts, So it got fixed pretty quickly. But then I found out over where I work, which is like 3 miles from me, there's like this little subdivision, and a guy was shot in a garage at a New Year's Eve party. And it got reported because neighbors reported shots fired, and when the police arrived, they found the guy dead in the garage, and the owner of the house and who did the shooting was still sitting there with the gun. And there are multiple witnesses. That guy is currently now in jail, and to make the story, let's round the story out. The guy who did the shooting, the killer, works where my stepdad works. Yeah. So, that's be how it going. But regardless, during that, I read 225 pages of City of Glass that day. I got my book done before the end of the year, which was my only goal. But a little too much excitement having happening around here for me, Oh, I guess also I didn't mention, they also had to call the police that were 90 minutes away because they needed assistance in the investigation because we don't have a big enough police force around here for murder investigations. Because that's not something that we do around here. Oh, it looked way better if I sit further back, if I just sit further away from you guys. Anyways, Monday, I got, quite a bit listened to. I started my first book for TBR-a-thon, and I am just scrolling. Okay. This is now my current spot. I was not there on Monday, but I picked up The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkauf. And I picked it up for the bad weather prompt on the trail map because I was like, ooh. I was thinking stormy weather. What's a storm that people don't typically think of in this? Snowstorm. So this takes place during a blizzard. And I thought maybe we would get in the winter vibes because it's not snowing here. But it did snow on New Year's Eve. It was melted by New Year's Day at noon. Ooh, I'm tired. But yeah, although they keep saying we're gonna get some big massive snowstorm like this coming weekend, I've been looking at the forecast, but they like don't say like snow on them yet. So ours don't, but like I keep seeing it like pop up on my computer screen at work. But I got a good point of the way. So basically, what's happening in the overnight guest is we have our main character. She is a true crime writer, and she is writing about a crime that happened in the house she's staying at. There was a double murder, and 2 children went missing. And she's staying in this house, right? And well, the blizzard is happening. You know, the snow is everywhere. And she finds this, what she thinks is a little boy out in her yard. You know? So she goes out there to get him. Like, what are you going to do? A little boy's out in the snow? In a blizzard? Well, she goes out to go get them. But then she's like, I need to investigate where this kid came from. Because, like, how does a kid just end up in your yard? You know? And so she investigates, and there's, like, a car crash not far away. And there's a woman. So she, like, gives the woman, like, her coat and scarf and stuff and to get her warm. And then she goes to get shovels to, like, dig the woman out. Because she's, like, kind of buried in the snow a little bit. By the time she gets back, though, the woman is gone. But, like, the point I'm at now, they are all, like, united. The woman and the child and our true crime writer. And we're figuring out some of their backstory and why were they out in a blizzard. Like, why were you trying to leave? But there's also a dual timeline. So we also keep jumping. Actually, I guess it's, like, a triple timeline. So we keep jumping back to... Well, we just figured out at the point I'm at now, at 60% in, that there's this, it, like, comes full circle, kind of, the woman and the child. We keep hearing about this woman and this daughter earlier in the book, and, like, it jumps back and forth through this timeline, and then we find out what she thought was a little boy. It's actually a little girl. So those are those people. So, like, that timeline is starting to merge, and, like, why were they escaping? Which I can kind of get the vibes of why they were escaping, but, you know, don't want to spoil it for y'all. And we have our other timeline that's what the true crime writer is writing about, that crime. So we keep going back to there and, like, figuring it out from there. But that kind of encompasses where I'm up to at this current point at, like, 60-some% in. On Tuesday, I just listened to, like, a little bit more of the overnight guest. Pretty much just on my way to and from work. I didn't have much, like, not that I didn't have energy to read last night. It's that I was filming my lovely cooking video for you guys. And I was like, well, now I have to edit said cooking video. And I trimmed probably about 15 minutes of footage. I probably trimmed like 15 minutes of footage off of it. So, the cooking video is live now, guys. I made you guys food. I made food for you guys, and so you can see how I cook. And there's even a poll at the end for you guys to pick what I make next. Like, I give you guys options of what I'd be willing to eat next, so I can show you how to cook them. You know, like, vibes, right? So, Wednesday, I meant to start this book literally on the 1st, but I never got around to it. I have The Last Party by Clare Mackintosh. This was a November 22 book of the month. And clearly, we're on top of stuff. What made me pick up this one is at midnight, one of them is dead. By morning, all of them are suspects. We could go for a good murder mystery. I mean, I got, like, a thriller going on with the overnight guest. I think this is technically a thriller, too. But I'm, like, feeling the thriller vibes. Like, especially because I found out after I opened this takes place on New Year's Eve / New Year's Day. Like, how convenient for me to read that first of the year. You know? I don't read synopses. So I did not know that going into this book. Also, I've decided to match my cup to the book. No, that's not a Stanley. That's, I don't know if it's pronounced tall or if it's TAL, but I got it at Walmart for 18 bucks. Like, I got one for Christmas in, like, a sagey green color. And then I was like, where did you buy it? Because it was keeping my water super cold, super long. Like, you guys hear that? This ice was put in there 24 hours ago. Still got some ice in there. I've had more water than this, though. I have filled this completely twice since this morning. Like, I filled it once last night, and then I wake up a lot in the middle of the night to drink water for some reason. Like, I just wake up and like, I just need water. Which is probably why I always have to go to the bathroom at like 3 a.m. But I just love to drink my water, okay? I love water. It's my favorite thing in the world. But I have started this one. I'm not very far. I'm only like 30-ish pages in. So, not very far, but like, I'm going to read it for a little bit more here tonight. And we'll see where we go. But, so far, we have met our two main characters. They've slept together the night before, but gave each other fake names, which is going great for them. You know, it's going swell and splendid for them. I also don't know how to say one of the main characters' names. And I'm guessing it's because it's Welsh. I'm like, I don't know how to say your name. So we're going to go with your last name of Morgan, because I can say Morgan, and my sister's name is Morgan, okay? I don't know how to say it. Fifon? F-F-I-O-N? Why are there two F's? What's the point of that? I don't get it. Why would you start it? Like, what? Are you supposed to over-enunciate the F? I don't get it. Please tell me how to pronounce his name in the comments if you guys know, because I don't know, and the whole Google thing wasn't helping me either, so I've just been calling them Morgan. Because I can say their last name just fine. M-O-R-G-A-N. That's how my sister spells her name. It's going great. It's going great so far, guys. Ooh, my hair looks splendid for this. Okay, so I just took a shower and I'm listening to The Overnight Guest. And I have just had a theory pop into my head. And while I've been listening to this, Eleanor, I know you want my chicken fajitas, but they are mommy's chicken fajitas. As I was saying before Eleanor rudely interrupted because she wants my food. I had a theory pop in my head. Because while I've been listening to this, I've been trying... I feel like this is very obvious. I've been trying to connect where the girl and the child fall in place in this story when in relation to our other story with our true crime writer. And I have decided, you know, when the crime happened years and years ago, the son of the murder victims and the friend of the surviving family member went missing, and they cannot find them. The guy with the mother and child, the father of this, locks them in a basement, and they're not allowed to leave. So my working theory is that the son has kidnapped the friend and took her somewhere, and now he's keeping her in the basement, and it's the child's father, and like he obviously impregnated the friend, and now he's keeping them captive. So that is my working theory at this point. We shall see if I'm right, because my goal is to finish this book tonight while diamond painting and cleaning. So I'm going to keep listening while I enjoy my food that Eleanor's baking for, and I'll update you guys later. Okay, it's like not even 5 minutes later. New theory, guys, listen here. Because it's for sure not the brother, okay? It's for sure not him at this point. New theory. It's brother's friend who has kidnapped the friend that was staying over. This is getting complicated because I'm not good with names, guys, okay? So, except for the brother's friend is named Cutter. So, new theory. It's Cutter who has kidnapped the other friend. and is holding them hostage in present day in the basement. Okay, new theory. That's the new theory we're working with, okay? I like to make theories while I'm reading thriller books. This is my new theory. It's Cutter. He was acting suspicious the night of the murders, okay? Didn't mention that. But he was acting suspicious, like he got pulled over for speeding and also not having his headlights on at night. Like, what a fucking idiot. And he was sweaty and like out of breath. So new theory is that Cutter is the kidnapper and the murderer, okay? Welcome to the impromptu cook show because it's 11 p.m. and I haven't eaten since noon. And I figured I should probably consume some food here. And I'm not really going to show you guys what I'm doing because literally I'm just making a grilled cheese sandwich. I might make two though. Because like, this stuff is amazing. I'm not even kidding. I made a grilled cheese in my air fryer just to try it. And it was the best thing I've ever had in my life. So that's the only way I'm going to eat grilled cheese from now on. It's just crispy and crunchy like I like. But I did not end up finishing the overnight guest on Thursday. I really meant to, and I'm not gonna confirm or deny if my theories were right, but like, this book can be guessing my theories, you know, and like making new theories. And I'm not gonna share any more theories because I don't want to do spoilers, you know. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. But I was debating between 4 and 5, and then I was like, you know what? Make it easy on yourself, Alexis. Just do a 4.5. So it's a 4.5. I thought it was a great masterpiece. Opinion, but like great masterpiece. I don't know why I did that. You can't do that, you idiot. It has to... I got one of them fancy air fryers that has to preheat. I just forget that it does that. And then it tells you to add the food later. Okay. So I'm just going to prepare everything, I guess. But, yeah. You know what? I'll just make 2 and then use the last of my bread. And then tomorrow, I'll just buy bread. I need to go grocery shopping anyways, so... what difference does it make, you know? I should buy bread anyways. Ooh, and I can buy the good bread that I like, because I think I'm going to go to the Walmart. And Walmart is the only one who carries the bread. My favorite bread, which is Walmart brand, but it's because nobody else carries a really dark wheat bread. And I'm like, this is pretty white looking. I want that dark brown wheat bread with no high fructose corn syrup. Do you know they put that on a lot of stuff yet? Just over here reading my nutrition labels all the time because I'm psycho. But I really like the overnight guest. It had me guessing my theories, like I said, several times. And I'm not going to confirm nor deny if I was right in any of my theories. Obviously, you saw that I changed my theory very quickly because, like I said, it is totally not the brother. But... like I said, it is now 11 and I haven't eaten yet today. Well, I have eaten yet today. I ate at noon. Where is the plug? Okay. And then, I did go to Walmart today, but it's because I went to the laundromat to, wash. I went to go, oh my gosh, I hate that I have to manually press the button this many times. I went to go wash my comforter off the bed. And I have to do that at the laundromat because it's so big. So I went there, and while I was washing, I went over to Walmart and I picked up a water fountain for the animals because I'm tired of Shelby dragging the water bowl everywhere. And it gets my carpet wet because she drags it, because most of my apartment's carpet. Like the only rooms that are not carpet is this floor here in my kitchen and the bathroom. Everything else is carpet. And there's not like a ton of space in the kitchen for me to put her food bowl and like the water bowl. So it's right outside the kitchen on the carpet, and she keeps getting water fucking everywhere. I even came home today and there's literally a whole bowl of water she just like dragged across the carpet, and it's everywhere. So I bought this fountain. One, it's going to be harder for Shelby to move. Two, the water's moving. Shelby did have a water fountain previously, but she still knocked a lot of water out of it. It wasn't a very big one. It was probably about this big around. And where we were living at the time, we were at my mom's house, my mom's old house, because she doesn't live there anymore. It was upstairs, so like the dog wouldn't drink out of it, but like the floors up there were slanted, so it spilled a lot. Oh, it was a pain, so I got rid of it. But now I think we'll try it again, and it's 128 ounces, and I think it's gonna be good because another thing is that because I can see overnight guests on Friday. I am all over the place, sorry. Friday, I was asked to attend a conference. So these are my like list of programs I can go ahead and do. And one of my favorite coworkers is also gonna be going, and I'm excited. But they only invite like so many of us, but it's at a very nice hotel. Which my work pays for us to go stay overnight, because the classes start at, everything starts at 7:30 in the morning, and to drive 2 hours to be there by 7:30 to like, I mean, like you register online, but you know, you gotta like check in and stuff, it would be a pain in the ass. So work pays for us to go down the night before, and then we come home that night because it ends at like 4:45. So I mean, by the time we like check out and stuff and leave, I mean, I'll probably get home close to 8, but the water bowl will come in because I'm gonna be gone overnight, so I can leave. Like Shelby will be fine. Like I'll just give her, 2 days worth of food, and I mean, she'll be fine. You know, like she won't die. But Eleanor obviously cannot stay by herself for that long. So I asked my 9-year-old brother today if he would be so gracious to watch her overnight then, which is a good like experience for him to go ahead and do, but also because I mean, he's not gonna be alone, you know, because my mom is gonna be there. It's just, it gives him a little bit of responsibility, and I told him I'd pay him $20, and I mean, he's a 9-year-old kid, so $20 is like woohoo to him. I'm like, I'll pay you $20 to watch the dog. Just feed her, take her outside, love on her, because that's all Eleanor really needs, which he can manage, you know. He already knows how to feed her and stuff, so it's not the first time he's watched her. He watched her like 2 years ago. He pretty much fed her for me when I was gone at a wedding, which I'm gonna have him do again this year because I have another friend that's getting married. So there's actually 2 weekends, because bachelorette parties are apparently weekend-long events now, guys, and I am not looking forward to it. Because why do I want to hang out for this long? Jesus. Can't we just, I wouldn't mind hanging out with you guys like for several days, but why can't we do it at home where it's cheaper? You know, like why do we have to go somewhere for this? Digression. But I finished that on Friday, and I got invited to do that, and I already have my classes picked out. Kind of like I've picked the ones that I'm interested in, and so work said they'd ask us in like a week or 2 which ones we want to do. But I think I'm going to do the gene therapy for retina, and the Fundus photography workshop. because I'm comfortable taking traditional fundus photos, but I'm not as comfortable doing optos fundus photography. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I want to do the glaucoma one and the cornea disease and transplants, and then the cataract dry eye lecture, and then the last two I want to do applanation tonometry, because that is something I do not know how to do, and it's like the gold standard for checking for glaucoma. And then I want to do angle assessments. I've had a little bit of experience with like checking angles, but I'm hoping that someone will have not a nice, big, wide open angle, because that's all I know it looks like on the lamp. I don't know what anything else looks like. So I'm hoping that we have some examples of someone who does not have an open angle. But that is another digression into that. And then here on Saturday, like I said, I went and washed my blanket and stuff, and I went to Walmart and I bought that lovely water bowl. And then I got my Amazon package over here, and one of them is a diamond painting. This is a square drill, and I very specifically ordered a square drill because I kind of want, I've only done like a small square drill, but I kind of want like a big one, and I just kind of want to challenge myself a little bit with it. And I'll put this really close to the camera so you guys can see. But that is the design. I want to open it up and get all the beads out. It's like a world map that's really rainbowy. So I got that, and then I'm not going to get the other thing out of the box yet, but I don't have a dishwasher. And so I have like a countertop dish drying rack. However, with this new air fryer that I've been using pretty much every other day, I don't want to like store it away like I did my old one. So I want to be able to keep it on the counter, but I don't have a ton of counter space because, you know, I live in a small apartment. So the new dish rack I bought goes over the sink here, and I think that will work out nicely. We're gonna do it anyways. So I'm gonna put that together tonight, and edit this vlog, and pretty much that. I did read a little bit of The Last Party by Clare Mackintosh. It's going well. I'm less than 100 pages in yet, so I mean, it was really just like a lot of setup so far. I am behind on where I want to be on it, but I think I'm gonna sit down while this vlog is uploading and read it. So that is all I really have for this week. I mean, I finished one book this year. You know, one book is one book. I'm hoping that I can finish The Last Party tomorrow. Like, I'm hoping I can sit down and just really, you know, bang it out there. So I am gonna go for the night. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the Impromptu Cook Show, where I cook grilled cheese. It's not that exciting. You just butter bread and put cheese on it and stick it in the air fryer for 6 minutes, flip it halfway through. That's literally all I'm doing, but it's like the best thing I've ever had in my life. So I'll see you guys next week.